I'm 22 and I've made over £36,000 in side hustles alongside a 9 to 5 job, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did to do this. So I'm here to talk you through what 7 side hustles I currently have and hopefully give you some inspiration or advice to help you along with your own journey. For those who don't know me, hello, I'm Gabriella, and to give you a bit of context into my life, to summarise my adulthood so far, I left school at 18 and started a corporate job in management consulting. This was a degree apprenticeship programme, so I was working full-time 4 days a week and then studying towards a degree on my 5th day. So not only was I working full-time and doing a degree, but I also then decided, as I said, to pursue side hustles. There have been various ones along the way that I've tried and tested, failed or succeeded at. The ones I'm going to talk through now are the ones I was actually successful with and the ones that I still currently pursue. I have plenty more content on my short form platform, so if you're interested in what I'm saying or want to hear more, feel free to go check those out. I'm going to give rough figures of how much I've made from each of these, and I'm going to start from my lowest earning to my highest earning, but it's definitely worth noting that these figures I say and my grand total of 36,000 is before tax. Unfortunately, the tax man is going to take a rough cut of 30% from me because I put all of this money through a limited company. Oh guys, I just ran out of storage and I had to spend like half an hour trying to delete a load of photos on my phone to record this. Anyway, what I was saying is basically I pay tax on all of this, but I do get a slight tax relief because of my trading allowance, which is £1,000 per year. You're allowed to earn additional income and not be taxed on it. So let's get into it. We'll start off with side hustle number 1, which is creating and selling digital products. So digital products are very similar to a regular product someone may sell, but these products that you sell are completely digital, so the customer never really gets an actual hard copy. Anything that they buy is usually downloadable, such as a book or a podcast or a video or something like that. So this was one of my first ever side hustles that I actually made money from, and it was from back in the day when I did apprenticeship content. I made a CV template and a apprenticeship application tracker, and I sold these on my online Etsy store. So after fees and everything else, I probably only really made £100, but nonetheless that is still money. And the best thing is that I learned how to do it and learned that it is actually possible for normal people to make an income from digital products. Saying this, I did have a social media audience at this time, but nonetheless it just unlocked a new part of my brain and made me realize I can actually make money online. More recently, I've gone back into digital products. My recent product I made is a 50 weird and easy side hustle ebook that people download, and then it simply gets sent to them as a PDF. The hardest bit is actually making this product and then marketing it, because you can make an amazing product, but if no one finds out about it, if you can't advertise it for people to then buy, then it's not worth it. But once you've done those 2 things, literally there's nothing else for you to do. You can sit back, relax, and passively earn this money anytime someone buys a product. Definitely looking to scale this more over the next few months. I think I just wanted to try and test it to begin with and see how it goes. The second income stream is the TikTok Creator Fund. Now, I'm definitely not leaving my job for this because I've only made about £320 over the course of like 2 years. It was really not that staggering, but I view this as more as just a little bonus. Again, another passive income. I don't really have to do anything to earn it apart from upload the videos I'm already uploading. I see it as more of a bit of pocket money. So I don't monetize on Instagram and I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. Hopefully those can be 2 additional income streams at some point in the future. Next is UGC. So UGC you've probably heard of a lot recently because it's become a lot more popular in the UK, and it stands for user generated content. And the best way I can describe it is it's as if you're getting a brand deal, but instead of posting the brand deal on your own social media, you just send in that content back to the brand to post on their own social media pages. So again, this is one of the first side hustles that ever actually worked for me, and I think I made £100 my first ever UGC deal, and honestly, looking back, it was not worth it. I mean, it was definitely worth it in the sense of it made me believe in myself and it was a great motivator. I honestly spent days filming and editing that content. I don't even know if the brand's legit, to be honest, but there we are. So I've made around £1,000 from this, and I'd say that is definitely not anywhere near as much as I should have made, and that's because I definitely dropped my prices a lot in order to gain experience. And a lot of the brands that I've worked with haven't paid that well, but they've been amazing brands that I've genuinely loved and wanted to work with to put on my portfolio. So for example, I've worked with Holland Barrett, Lloyd's Bank, Beauty Crop, loads more, and I found UGC so fun. I haven't done as much recently. Definitely looking to start more UGC deals again, just to diversify that income. I've done so many videos on my TikTok and Instagram about how to start UGC, so if you do want to know, then go check those out, or alternatively I could do a whole new video. So yeah, I do love this side hustle, but it can be quite stressful alongside a 9 to 5 job because of the tight deadlines of brands. I've had to turn videos around in the matter of days whilst working during the day, so working all night, editing, filming, and that's particularly hard when you're doing it in winter and it's just always dark. Definitely a lot harder to balance, I think, than people realise. Next one, and one of my favourite, and honestly, if I had to pick anything to turn into a full-time business from a side hustle, it would be this, and it is content creation / social media management. So not necessarily talk about the content creation I post on my own socials. This is talk about making content for other brands and managing other brands' social media pages. So I started out working for a Persian restaurant doing their social media management for free because I wanted to gain experience, and long story short, I made a really great impression. I was getting the restaurant millions of views. Bear in mind, it's only a very small Persian restaurant in Bath that had only been open for a year or so. So I was doing really well. And then eventually the owner of that restaurant then asked me to do another restaurant of his, which was an Italian. And then so between my 9-to-5 job, uni, and my own content creation, I was then managing these 2 social media pages, which honestly burnt me out. So I stopped doing that after about a year, but it taught me so much about business. It taught me so much about managing clients from a content perspective, managing expectations, particularly with virality. Everyone's chasing numbers and viral videos, but there's actually so much more importance in creating a community and creating local awareness of your brand than, you know, getting millions of views from people in other countries who are very unlikely to actually visit the restaurant. By the end of my tenure, I was charging £1,100 for the 2 restaurants, which was definitely less than it should have been considering the amount of work I was doing, but it was a great experience. I really appreciated it, and yeah, I learned so much more than I could have hoped for. And then the other element to this was standard content creation and editing. A client would simply come to me and say, I've opened up a new shop, can you please film a nice video for me to showcase on my Instagram? So I'd go in, film that shop, edit it for them, put on some nice music, and then send that to them to upload. So sort of a hybrid between social media management and UGC, but that is the element I love the most, is the videography with a particular focus on how it would look on social media. Number 5 is brand deals. Now, although I've been posting on social media for about 2 years consistently, maybe even longer, maybe even 3. I've only recently, literally in the past few months, actually started getting brand deals, which really shows that consistency does pay off eventually. And also the importance, if you're starting off on social media, to not worry about the views and not chase the money initially, because it can take a long time for these types of deals to come through. So if you genuinely love it and enjoy it and you're not looking to chase money or fame or whatever it is, then you will be successful at it. It just takes time sometimes. So I've been a bit cheeky and included a brand deal that I recently got that hasn't actually come into my bank account yet because I've not completed all the content, but I've made around £7,500 from brand deals, with £6,000 of this coming from one brand deal, which wasn't just one video, it's a collection of different deliverables over a few months. Luckily for me, because I'm in the personal finance content space, it is a much more lucrative industry than others, so the brand deals can be quite generous. Myself, my experience, and also from what I've heard from other creators, and I'm trying not to rely on this too much and try not to get my hopes up too much, because brand deals are definitely one of those things that come and go so easily. So I'm looking at brand deals as more of a bonus than making it a reliable source of income. My favourite passive income side hustle is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is where I promote a brand or service on my own social media, and anytime someone signs up for that or buys that product or service or whatever it is, I get a commission. Oh my gosh, I started affiliate marketing May last year when I reached out to a brand that I was constantly making videos about, was using for such a long time, and I said to them, hello, literally wrote an email and was like, hi, can I please be an affiliate for your brand? And honestly, I'm so lucky they said yes, because I think they were a bit hesitant. At the time, I wasn't actually that big on personal finance content, myself and this brand in particular. Obviously, if I win, they win, and if they win, I win, so it's a very nice relationship. So I've made around £11,000 from affiliate marketing in the last, not even year, like 9-10 months, which is berserk to me. And yeah, even when I was traveling for 2 months last year and barely posted on social media, I still made around £3,500 from it, maybe even £4,000, just because people were watching my older videos and still signing up to things and still using my links, my codes, and I'll still be able to get that passive income from literally doing nothing. You can still make money through affiliate marketing if you don't have a large social media following. It is a bit harder. I've made videos on how you can do this, so you can check those out. Definitely recommend it to anyone, particularly if you already have a social media following. And my final and most profitable side hustle is from my long-term investing. Really know if I'd class this as a side hustle, to be honest, but I suppose it is, because not that many people do it, and it is something I've consciously gone out my way to do to earn money. My portfolio is always always going up and down, but I've made around £11,000 from this over the past couple of years. I only recently, in the last 18 months, started taking investing seriously. I say, to be fair, even in the last year is when I've been taking it seriously. And as I said, I'm a long-term investor, so don't plan on cashing out that money anytime soon. I'm just going to let it grow and see where it goes from there. So yeah, in total, it is roughly £36,000 I've made from these 7 side hustles. Insanely grateful. I want to thank anyone who's been following my journey or supporting me. I really appreciate it. And I just want to say, I promise you it is possible to make money if you're determined enough to, consistent enough to. And as I said, I've recently released an ebook on 50 weird and easy side hustles if you want to check that out and get some inspo on some side hustles that you can start. If you've got any questions, please let me know. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.